Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and it's been a beautiful day in Nelson, BC, and the topic I've chosen for tonight is recognition for what we have in the city of Nelson and the surrounding area. Sometimes I think we're very fortunate to have a lot of stuff we do have. Let's just talk about some of those things a little bit, and some of the things that come to my mind. We have in the mall, the Lakeside Mall, we have a Services Canada outlet office there. Kind of nice and handy if you got any questions about your pension, UIC benefits and stuff like that. There's an office right there. And your cross-border approval to travel into another country or into the United States. If you want that renewed, you can go down there and renew your passport or get a brand new one. That's kind of neat having that there. The other thing we have is we have a MLA, our local MLA, Brittany Anderson. Her job is to make sure that the taxpayers in the area are being dealt with properly. I'll talk about that a little bit later on. We have a highways manager's office here, Ministry of Transportation and Highways. So if you've got any problems with your roads or your access stuff, you deal with that right here locally in the White Building, Government Building, 310 Ward Street. And the road maintenance contractor for the area, Area 10, is right down there, not too far from the wall. So if you've got any problems with the highways, questions to do with the access to your property or road maintenance in general, whether it be summer, ditching, or dust, snow plowing, icy road conditions, we have the High District Highways Manager's office here at 310 Ward Street, and you also have the road maintenance contractor office close by. So if you've got any problems with icy roads and lack of sand, anything along the road maintenance line, make sure you utilize that. And Brittany Anderson can help you there too, because her job as MLA is to make sure that all the taxpayers in the area are happy, because we voted her in to keep track of some of the problems in the area and to help us out when we have a problem. Now we also have a very nice hospital here, and doctors and nurses, dentists. We have an eye surgeon who attends the area from Trail, Mall and Trail. Comes up here. I had eye surgery done here. I'm very happy with mine. And we have the Trail Hospital nearby. There's doctors there, qualified specialists. And we're very close to the Okanagan. They got the heart specialists there. Lots of things get done over there. Joints and stuff, the hip joints and stuff get done in Trail sometimes. And sometimes they go to the Okanagan. They can't go to Vancouver. And there's a very qualified heart specialist arrangement in the Okanagan at the Kelowna Hospital. The heart surgery there from all over the area. And we have college and all kinds of upgrading skills coming on here. They have things, people come from other countries to learn about business management, stuff like that, being taught at the college up by the vocational school. Also the one up on the top of the hill by Mountain Lakes. And we have a ferry service throughout the region. It's free. And I think that's one area that we have to kind of talk a little bit about and maybe try and get some kind of a understanding of what should be. Now we have to somehow, between a bunch of taxpayers, have to sit down and amongst themselves and say, well, how much inconvenience can we stand? Now the highway service itself, the highway system, is an essential service. Without that, we can't get her out, in or out. Same with the airport. And the ferries have to be designated essential service as well. Now with privatization, a lot of the responsibility has been shunned by Victoria by hiring private contractors, and they just back off and not do anything. When it comes to a discipline thing, they won't touch it. So what I'm saying to Brittany Anderson and all you people who are taxpayers, I say, look, you're paying this lady's salary. I don't want her with a great big pension. and she's hired to represent us. And we've got people on staff in Victoria as well in the provincial government. The question we should be asking is, why are we allowing a contractor to decide how he will run the ferry system? When the people in the area pay the taxes, we pay the wages for the ferry people. Now, if there's a dispute with ferry fees, or with the wages that are being paid, if the wages are not up to par, that's got to be settled. It should not be settled by any form of strike, though. So by having essential service, it allows the provincial government, a club, to say to their operations, okay guys, that's an essential service. If you've got some labor problems, you get the heck out there and get them solved. And if you don't solve it and you're going to inconvenience the local taxpayers, I guess we're going to have to impose a $15 or $20 or maybe $50,000 fine per day on the management of the people, and force these guys back to work. Now, all our essential services should be hospital systems, nurses, doctors, airport operations, snow plowing and sanding, stuff like that, and also the operation of the ferry system. It's fine if they want to go and bargain to get more money, but it's got to be done in a manner that it serves the general public. And if they're off on strike and they've cut the service back, and we're having an inconvenience where people got to travel long distances to get around the ferry that's being shut down, don't forget, we own those ferries, being paid by taxpayer money. So what I'm saying to people is, we have to treat them docile. And yes, they have to have a right to strike, but the strikes have to be limited by 1 day, maybe 1 hour or two, but it can't be drawn out over a long period of time and inconvenience the taxpayers. So I'd like you people to talk about that amongst yourselves, and I don't have all the answers. What I'm saying is that don't accept serious problem for you being inconvenienced by the road system, the ferry system, or the operation of the ferry in any manner. Because the man who owns that, or who thinks he owns it by himself now, is what I'm saying is not necessarily, it doesn't slice with what the people want. We pay the taxes, we pay all the taxes, and we pay the wages of all the people, and it has to be managed in an organized fashion. And it's up to the provincial government, the premier, and also our local MLA. The local MLA is our representative. Brittany Anderson is our local representative. We start banging on the door right there. And if we have to go out in numbers, you go out to visit the ferry guy's office and let him be known that we're not happy with the service. But what happens here, we go on the alternate route. See, we got the alternate route with the road. That allows them to say, well, no, we can just shut the ferry down, and we save enough gasoline that the operation of the ferry is actually making it more economical, because we save diesel fuel, and it's cheaper to leave them shut down. Well, that's not the kind of management we want, taxpayers. Sure, that's not the way I see it. I'm not the boss, but we should have some common sense in the operation. So have yourself a great day, and don't be afraid to talk it up, and make sure you talk to the right people amongst yourselves and to the right people. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.